shared. All right. Wait for some people to hop on here quick. Then we will get rolling. Hey, Charles.
What's going on?
Just getting ready for some more number drawing.
Love it. Let's do it.
All right.
Hey,
So,
Leroy.
anybody that hasn't been here yet for any of our live drawing of the polling lineups for both Friday and Saturday night, as you can see on the screen currently, I have a random list. I guess, yeah, just a random list thing that we put all the competitors into it, and it randomizes the list, and we're really make it as random as possible so people don't think that we're trying to favor anybody. So just putting the names of the vehicles in there in order. We'll randomize it 5 times, and then that's the way that we're going to draw the numbers for Friday night for the super stock diesel trucks. Then we will move on to the mini rod tractors, and then we will go to Saturday, do the same thing. We'll randomize it 5 more times, pull it for super stock diesel trucks for Saturday, and then the mini rod tractors for Saturday as well. So without further ado, we're going to randomize it here. And so this will be the order that we will pull the numbers for in the super stock diesel trucks.
4 V8s, right? For super stock?
Yeah, I believe so.
6.0 billet 6.0 Power Stroke,
Yep.
6.7 Power Stroke, and 2 Duramaxes.
Yep. Yeah, not too often you get to see that, so it's gonna be it's gonna be fun. I'll pull this over here, and so then the way that this works is I already have all the classes in here. We already obviously pulled 85 and 95 limited pros, super farms, and 4-wheel drive trucks. So just to show you, there is nothing in super stock diesel trucks or mini rods. And then I can come into here, and it pulls up this entry form, and then we can put in all their information. I already have it pre-entered into a list, and then I can search it. So we have all of our classes. So if I come in here, you can see different classes. And then the first one up we have is Jesse Warren. So if I put in his information, you can see all of his information populates. So the numbers can be drawn 1 to 1,000. The numbers can only be drawn once. So if it's been already drawn for the 85s or 95 limited pros, that number cannot be drawn again. And then once I hit enter and print here, you will see the number pop up. So 337 is the number that he drew for Friday night. And my printer isn't printing. So technical difficulties here quick. Do this so you don't see the ugly mug reaching out here.
We're gonna start paying attention to this because it gets interesting.
Yep. Yeah, yesterday I believe Shane Maston drew 72 for the first hook, and Jeremy Roberts pulled 73. So that's how close it can get.
Yeah.
Even out of 1,000 numbers, you can still draw a number 8 next to each other.
There were times last year, especially, it got stupid. It was cool.
What's up with the glasses, Charles? Is that a new addition?
For super stock, or what do you mean?
No, your glasses, your specs.
Oh, yeah.
I've always been wearing cheaters because I'm freaking old.
Yeah,
But that's the first time I've
these
seen
are
you in glasses.
these are about 3 weeks old, and I'm at the point now where honestly can't live without them.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I really want to do LASIK, but I'd say I'm cheap. But if you knew what these cost, I maybe should have just done it.
Costco cheaters.
Yeah, well, whatever. I am what I am, but yeah, I spent way too much on these stupid designer glasses.
Well, yours look a heck of a lot better than
Just
mine.
1 second. I know how to fix this. It's just going to take me 20 seconds, sir.
I went for the transitions where I can see far away and then up close depending on where I look. So at night, these are a game changer. I love
Yeah.
it. Hate that I have to have them on my face though. I can't do contacts.
I tried that too.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I'll sit for the damn surgery before I get contacts.
I just think that the environment that we're in the summer with the
All right, it
dusty
printed.
tracks.
Finally, I'm just hoping it continues to work. I have the printer plugged into like a USB hub, and it hates it. So move on.
This is not a ringing endorsement for your career, Brett. Come on.
I don't do this for a living. We have other people that do this. What in that? Oh, yes, makes sense if you type in the right spot. All right. So let. All right. Next, Kent Crowder. Fingers crossed. I don't have to plug it back into my computer because it's like a mile away. Yeah, it's a mile away. All right, give me a second.
Kevin, you have my undying respect. We used to work in that industry in Metro Detroit, and I get it. It's a tough road to hoe. Up early, up late, dealing with trying to supply the very same plants that fix the bullshit roads that we're stuck with to begin with. So, they're with you, man.
All right. We're back, I think. There we go. 860.
Who was 860?
That was Kent Crowder.
Kent Crowder.
All right.
All right. Moving on here to the next is going to be Chase Eller. Caretaker. 983.
Ooh. That's a late one. Now you're keeping these numbers cumulative from what's already been drawn, right?
What was that?
You're keeping these numbers cumulative based on what's already been drawn, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. And next is going to be Nathan Day, the Jumping Jack Flash. 429. And then we have Jaden Littman, Something to Prove. 557. So luckily not first hook. First time in competition outdoors, so 557. So she will be able to see a few vehicles go down the track. And then we will go to yep. Just 1 second here. I have to add him in. I still have him as a I missed adding him in here quick, so I'm just gonna pull it over here so I can see. I do have them. I just can't spell. There we go. 991. That's a good chance he will be last.
Can't go much higher than that. Only 8 more spots above that.
Yeah, and I feel like there's already been a number pulled that's been higher than that. One of the previous. We'll go to Van Hazley. Rock Hard Ram. 97. There's been a lot of high numbers in this.
Did you just read that one backwards?
What? 797?
You just did it again.
797. I see what you say. You and your dad jokes. All right. We have Randy Overton out of Ontario, Canada, the Evil Diesel. Hey, that one's also backwards. This one's 747. And then we have JJ Brumby. And the rumor, 82. Gotta add more paper. And 82. And then we have Craig Dickey and the Cummins Killer 3, 863.
Late in the class, but not at the bottom.
No, not at all. 863.
Second from the bottom on my tally.
Third from the bottom.
Third from the bottom. Third from the bottom.
Yep. So here's the lineup for Friday night.
That's going to be a mix. It's going to be a mix. I like it. Pressure really is on. I kind of feel like pressure's on Brady Ingram there a little bit, being last.
Yeah.
Who says he's going to be last? How do you know JJ may not turn down his hook and drop to the bottom?
Well, yeah, you could have that. You could have the drop.
All right. So we'll randomize here the mini rods and we'll move on to them for Friday night.
Actually, but in a way, Leroy, doesn't that amplify the pressure? Because you know that guy can get a feel for the track and then come back around you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also, if you go under our website and click on event info, you will see when these classes are going to be pulling. So Superstock Diesel trucks will pull on Friday night on the pit side, fourth class or third class, and then they will pull last class on the grandstand side on Saturday night. Mini rods will be second on the grandstand side on Friday night, as well as on Saturday night. So we do have that posted on the website if you want to see. And this is how we're going to draw them. So first one up is going to be actually both the Timmy and Logan are going to be driving. Don't ask me when, but I'm going to put in Tim for Friday night and we'll put Logan in for Saturday night. We can change that if we need to. This will be their third year out with the mini rod. After a long time campaign in the light superstock class, with Mark getting, was it 4 or 5 Grand National Championships? I know there's 4.
It's been a few.
And actually, he just got inducted into the NTPA Hall of Fame in December. And so next we will go to Bruce Law, the Show No Mercy, 184.
Quarter scale edition.
Oh, Logan's driving on Friday. I'll change it. And then we have Abby Leichner, Bobcat Jr., Logan, quick question for you. Don't you still have to teach on Friday? Yes.
Excused absence.
Excuse yourself out of out of teaching. Then we go to I've hurt and the B Bear. One of two tractors he will be running. 433.
Day off. I tried to explain. They didn't understand. No one does. Just do you. That's all that matters.
Hey, he actually teaches at my my old high school, so I need Tyler Slaw. Have no mercy. 809. And let's see who's next. Next is going to be Robbie Fagundes, the sharecropper. 151. See, this time around, we have all the low numbers. There you have it. And we'll go to Lindsay Campbell. Short fused. 990.
Woo-hoo!
She might be able to get to watch the whole class before she because this will be on a full track outdoors. This will be her first time.
Yeah.
Vision.
That I don't know. Does the butterflies get to her then, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
What does that do?
She pulled at Ocala, right?
Yep.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
So Jeff Hurt and the Little Bear pulls 891. So I think he is separated. At least he's not pulling back to back. At least on Friday night. Or am I wrong? And then we have Donnie Sullivan in the bankroller. 964.
Second to last.
And the last one is going to be Mary Kell.
They're thrashing to get this one.
Yes,
right.
they are. At 170.
Ooh. Second, third.
And that is the mini rod class for Friday night. So, Logan, guess who gets to go first?
Hook order is on the website, so you got some decisions to make, and certainly you're going to look at the track. But he's pumped about it.
Oh yeah,
he
sweet.
wants it. Taking the drop, probably.
Never know.
Guessing?
See, this is the first time mini rods ever pulled on this track, though, too. So there's no data to go off.
Yeah, there's no history. It's just what you see and what does it compare to from your history.
He already texted Jerry Nelson and said he's turning the hook down.
So that is Friday night. So we're going to close this one out. I think we should be good there. And we'll move on to Saturday night. So we're going to just randomize this 5 more times. We're going to do it all over again. So we're going to pull. First 2 are the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the early. It's the same random.
All right.
I'm not discounting what you're up to, Brent. I'm not trying to cast aspersions of saying that.
Well, let's see.
He's using the
Real one.
Dominion voting system on this.
Careful, I don't want to be on the headlines.
Then we have Kent Crowder, Chai Diesel, the 59. JJ Brumby and the Rumor. Those are unfamiliar with that truck. That was the Nut Job 2. Or the Nut Job, the original Nut Job. Right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. What was the number on him? 6
Was that? 614.
Not to be confused with Cole Faber's truck.
Correct. And then we have Chase Eller, Caretaker, 275.
Has anybody drawn a number 1 or a 99 yet?
Well, no,
999.
Okay.
1,000 is the highest number.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it went to 1,000 or
Yep.
999. Okay.
So, no, I don't think between last year and this year there has been.
Because last year it did happen.
It did it?
I think we had some number 1s.
You may have.
I might have my notes somewhere. I have to go check that, but
I still have the old lineup saved. 211 for Brady. I know I thought we pulled like a 2 or a 3 once.
well, and that I might be misremembering. That's totally.
I know what
fair.
number you can't pull.
0.
No. Well, yes, but also 666 is excluded from this list. You don't need any bad omens on anybody.
Well, but 13's there.
That could be lucky though.
I would think it'd be super cool if a super farming pulls 640.
Yeah.
952. I want one of the
Diesel
618
Super to pull
guys
a 540?
618.
Yeah. What Brent or Brett to pull a 618?
Yeah, I
Or,
think that'd be
or,
cool.
or Esden or
Yep. Van Hazley's next. And the Rock Hard Ram. 680.
Well, there goes the pro stock number.
yeah, I was gonna say it's ironic.
Just as we're talking about it.
Yeah, it's like, here, let me dump all those numbers you're just talking about.
Yeah, right.
Randy Overton, the Evil Diesel.
It's be 460.
22.
Watch. Oh, 22. Oh, 22.
And then we have Craig Dickey, Cummins Killer 3.
His will be 460. I was close.
That's a badass truck.
Yes, it is. And then Nathan Bay. Honestly, they're starting to make some progress with that truck too. They finally figured out how not to kick rods after every pass. And since then, they're finally starting to get ahead of it a little bit. So that is the last one in that class. And here's the lineup for Saturday night.
Like it.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for that class. Got a lot of variety this time.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. They're going to be fun. They're going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Jesse Warren because I've never got to see him run before.
And I hope he gets through the weekend too, because it's go or blow with Jesse, but he's got a lot of the potential there is so high.
Oh yeah,
I think it'll be cool.
All right, continue here with the mini rods, and there's it randomized 5 more times. So we're going to start out here with Jeff Hurt. Oops. And the B Bear. 429. And then we have Tim's going to drive on Saturday, 701. Yeah, probably put this in a different pile than last class. All right. Raquel. Spending their inheritance, 752. Let's see. We have Bruce Slaw showing
This will
over.
be Mary's first time hooking to the sled after the Ocala unfortunate incident, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. They're thrashing it. Get
Total
everything together.
changeover.
Yep.
Different chassis builder, different chassis, everything new.
Yep.
The TPC area code is 618, hence 618 Motorsports. To answer Moose's tractor pulling video's question.
Robbie Fagundes, 974. All right, Abby Leichner and the Bobcat Jr. Holes 535.
We were close, 575, and then 575 cubic inches on a mini rod.
That's the limit, but I bet
Right.
they're either 526 or 557. If I had to guess. Lindsay Campbell on 676.
Two palindromes right there, back to back, 575 and 676.
Race car.
Yeah. I didn't see that on my radar.
Jeff Hurt
Right there with you.
there. Hole 631. And then we go to Donnie Sullivan. Ink roller. 601. I feel like there's a lot of 600 numbers in here.
6 and 700 is, yeah.
I feel like I've said it a lot.
Uh-huh.
And last and certainly not least is Tyler Slaw. 589. All right. So we will go to minis and sort draw. That is your lineup for Saturday. Wow. I'm surprised there's only two numbers under 500.
Yeah. That's gonna be mini rod's gonna be a murderer's row for this
It's gonna be
event
awesome.
both nights. I don't care how you stack them up. You got to go through the best for this one.
I'm looking at what, 7 states represented?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Mike, we sure hope you guys can get everything together too. We
Yeah.
we're looking forward to having you guys out. If you can, I know it's a lot of work, but we're counting on you, and we think you got it in you to get it done. What's 24 hours in a day?
If we got to call in some favors or whatever, we can pull some strings.
So I'm going to save this. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen here for a second. Let's see. I'm going to get these uploaded here to the website.
Yeah, good thing we moved the event back 1 week, Mike. Last year, May 13th and 14th, you wouldn't have made it.
Let's see if
I don't want to say who your frame's coming from, Mike, but if we've got to call in some favors to push it to the front, just saying.
All right, I'm gonna share my screen here again. All right, so if you go to our website and you click on lineups here, I just got them updated. So if you click on Friday night, you'll see now that Superstock diesel trucks are up, as well as the mini rods, as well as Saturday night. So you can see the lineups right here, as well as just you can find all of our other information on the website. Again, live stream, just click up here and click get tickets. It'll take you right to the What Smoking page, who will be running the live stream. And just come down here and choose how many tickets you want. Each session is $25, or for the whole weekend, it's $40. Just come down here, fill out your information, and should be good to go. You will get a email with your code, like the link to access it, as well as any sort of access codes that you may need. And there will be a video coming out posted on our web or on the Facebook page if anybody needs any help. It'll be just kind of a how to purchase it. But we are, was it 16 days away now?
I don't want to count that low because it makes me feel unprepared.
Yeah, I have a whole list of things. I just got media credentials ordered, so that was one thing tackled off my list. T-shirts are being made, trophies are being made, so we should have all that stuff here soon.
So is it too late to get a logo sponsor on a T-shirt?
Yes.
Probably so.
Yeah, T-shirts are, the design has been is being done, and shirts, I'm pretty sure we have to have them ordered by the end of the week or early next week with our final order. But yeah, May 19th and 20th, track at Holes Hours in Nashville, Illinois. That's going to be the place to be. 6 p.m. both nights, $20 gets you in each session. There is no weekend pass, no advance tickets. Just come, pay your $20 and roam the pits. That gets you into the pit area as well. It's going to be lots of stuff to do throughout the weekend. There's a kids zone if you have kids, so there'll be a bounce house again this year. May or may not be a kiddie pedal pull. The Raminator truck will be there. We're going to be hooking it to the sled, so that will be something pretty unique and cool to see. Plenty of vendors. Last year we only had the JCs doing the like the burgers and brats and whatnot, and then we had one stand. This year there'll be a couple more, so a little bit more variety. There'll be like a slushy and ice cream and stuff like that. Obviously adult beverages will be for sale, so there will be a beer tent or beer garden, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it's going to be here before we know it. And there's we just had our last 2 pro stocks sign up today, so you guys can check out the website. I know I've been saying it on these live streams, so it is the Wildmans that did get registered. So that class is full. Light Super is still just waiting on one. We will know by this weekend because they are pulling somewhere. So we're just going to make sure that they want to make sure that they live through the weekend, and if so, then they will be registering. And then
Did that mod get signed up?
nope, not yet.
Okay.
So we do have one more mod coming for sure. There is another one I've been talking to. They are farmers, but they haven't. I don't think they've really done much or gotten in the fields a ton. I think they started planning, but I don't know how much more they have to do. And semis, there should be a couple more coming. Got a couple verbal commitments, and then the last super stock diesel tractor has all the parts. They're putting it together. They also have to worry about farming, but they should know by early next week, and so we'll know for sure. And we have like 5 other super stock diesels that have reached out to us, so we know we'll have that spot full or filled here. It's just a matter of who. So that's kind of just a rundown. The invites, everybody else, you can just find on the website here. Just go under pullers and just choose what class you want to see, and you'll see everybody that is currently registered to today. This year, it's been a lot better, I guess, for us as well. The weather across the whole Midwest has been just a little bit more friendly to the farmers than it has or was last year. So it definitely made invites a little bit easier, a little less stressful on us. Last year we had a total of 29 competitors that had to back out, and this year we've luckily only had 3 or 4. So it's been a lot better in that aspect of things. Sponsorship, we're still taking sponsorship, so if you want to hop on board and sponsor the event, you can just go on the sponsor tab here. You can check out our levels, reach out to one of us, or you can fill out the form and send it in. But we'll get banners printed out for you. That's something that we will do. The track of holes hours and holes hour, the whole crew there, they have the ability to print their banners themselves. So that is something that we just take care of for the sponsors. We'll have video board there that will be displaying the sponsors only. So that'll be continuously running throughout the event. And then obviously we'll have sponsorship reads. You'll be on our website. We'll make a post on our Facebook page, and we'll just keep doing shout outs. And one thing we want to do a little bit better this year is be a little bit more engagement with our sponsorship throughout the whole year. Not just leading up to our event and just after our event, but something that we can continue on throughout. So if you're looking to sponsor or might be interested, just reach out to us, and we also have custom sponsorship as well. And if you want to sponsor a class, we still have 7 or 8 classes available for sponsorship. Adam, you can just have your banner. If you don't have to borrow it, you can just have it.
And as much as I was disappointed to see that Esden was not going to be able to bring Digging Fever, how super cool is it that Ryan Henley is going to be there?
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
trouble.
And it's painted, and it's gonna look nice.
That'll be a cool one.
Yeah. Our own little duel of the fuels in the light superstock class.
Yep. Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing Esden down there in the 460. That tractor it's awesome.
Yeah.
But it'll be cool because I haven't seen Ryan Henley in that tractor out. I saw the old tractor, but never saw this one. And so they actually did rename it from Night Trouble to Light Trouble because it fits the theme of the light superstock class. And they compete. They were the Mid-South champions. They're consistent, and they picked up, I think, 1 or 2 wins this last year, and it's gonna be exciting.
That's the cool part, getting to see something else that I probably would not otherwise get to see. So I appreciate that part of it.
Yep. Yeah, and the diesel superstock class that's gonna be killer too. I know last year if we would have had everybody show up, it would have been an awesome class too. But again, last year kind of sucked for everybody, and this year, assuming they all show up, I think it's even better class than we had last year.
I would say so.
And it's gonna be that's gonna be a gauntlet. So I know Schultz likes to play the whole Meisinger versus Travis Slabach, but there are some big names in there that I would not count out of that battle.
Scrappy's got a big target on his back.
Yes, he does. Yeah, he's going in with a winning streak,
and he welcomes it. He wants it.
I know. He does. He does. And I think that he was the only one that wasn't surprised that he swept the weekend last year. Everyone else was surprised that outlaw this, outlaw that, but Doug knew all along. He did, yeah.
And that's what's cool about this event is that you bring these guys. I mean, we're gonna have 4 or 3 Badger State tractors down as well. That normally don't compete. I mean, they usually stick closer to home. Last year they did actually go out to Ohio, went out to Canton and competed out there. But like Greg Elsey, now that if you don't see him at National Farm Machinery Show, you're not going to see him outside the Badger State circuit.
It was interesting Monday night when he was on the show. He admitted what his problem was and what the solution was, but he was very cagey about where the solution came from.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all in the fuel pump. And none of us pressed him because we felt like we weren't going to get an answer. But it dealt down to fuel delivery. He found somebody who would build a pump that would work with his program, and he found one. And who that is, we don't know.
Yep.
And I rather suspect it's not any of the names you're customarily coming up with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Charles, you can relate to this as I bring up this analogy. On the Shy Diesel Extravaganza, especially on the qualifying on Friday afternoon and Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
You're over at the drag strip. I'm over at the tractor pull track, and the 2.6 and the 3.0 trucks, or even the 3.6 trucks. When we have say 40 to 50 trucks qualifying, we've got diesel trucks from all over the country that I typically don't get to see. We're going to have that at the Pullers Championship, with vehicles that we typically won't see. So it's going to be exciting.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. It's cool to see stuff we don't get to see. It puts us on our toes. We got to go out and do the homework to find out about these guys, and that's cool too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I said it last night when Schultz hopped on here right towards the end, and I was excited last year for like the competitors that we have, but this year we just have some even bigger names. I just think it's cool that we're able to attract some of these guys to be able to pull at this event. And I mean, moving forward, we need those big names to attract more people to watch and buy the live stream and attend in person. And I mean, the sky's the limit where this can go. And we definitely want to make this, a premier event. We want this to be one of those stops that, everyone talks about. Everyone talks about the Farm Machinery Show. Everybody talks about Chapel Hill. Everybody talks about, Bowling Green. We want this event to be one of those that they talk about throughout the year.
So last night I talked to Brad Holzhauer on the phone for about 20 minutes, half hour. So last year was the first year of the event. Okay. We had a couple things working against us. Number one, we had a wet spring for our farmers.
Yeah.
A lot of them had just got in the field, had started turning dirt, doing their spring tillage work, in preparation of planting the week of the Pullers Championship. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of them,
the day of the Pullers Championship.
And a lot of them couldn't make it because of that. And also the fact that it was a brand new event.
Yeah.
And so like last year when they were handing out flyers, trying to put out flyers, they were basically, I wouldn't say use the word begging, but, when they would go around and say, hey, can we put up a flyer in your place of business? And they're like, yeah, sure. What will it hurt? He said this year in that whole area, they got people asking them, hey, do you have one of those flyers we can put up?
Mm-hmm.
And so, and plus we're a week later, last year we were May 13th and 14th, and this year we pushed it back a week, and the weather has been very favorable for the farmers. So,
yeah, that's one thing too. I think that we did a better job this year is just advertising. I mean, we have more billboards up, I think, than we did last year. More localized radio ads, more posters that's going up around the area. One thing that actually Schultz is doing is he's buying I'm sure you guys all remember getting 100 different voter things in the mail, like postcards. And he's actually sending that out to the local, like in the Nashville area. So at least the people that are there, they might go drive down the highway and they might see the billboard, but that might be the only thing that they see. So this will actually give them something to actually get the information about the event and have it in their hand. And then hopefully that draws more. And depending on how that does, I mean, we start looking into it, and it's really not that, not that expensive to do it. And, that's something that we can start utilizing to kind of spread our branch out into further into Illinois and even out in the St. Louis area. So just, big thing is advertising.
Can you blow up that
costly,
screen?
But you still need to do it. What's that?
I said, can you blow up that screen, expand that screen? Because we got a presenting sponsor. Speaking of sponsorships,
here. I'll go over all of our sponsors. Because without them, literally not possible. None of this is. Like we said, we're still taking sponsorship. So very first one we need to thank here is Prescription Tillage Technology. I got this working now. For some reason it's broken, but you can actually click and get taken to their website. But they hopped on as a title sponsor for 2023, and we greatly appreciate their support of our event. It helps us in a long way. Kind of give you an overview where we're at with sponsorship. We actually have, assuming we get our last few checks in here, we have covered all of our event cost. And so anything from here on out just goes right back into the purse. So that is something that we just wanted to do last year. We fell a little bit short. I mean, it happens. It's our first year, but this year it was I think it was a little, I wouldn't say a lot easier, but it was a lot more manageable to try to get people to hop on board now that we had a year under our belt. And we thank all of our sponsors for doing that. The other one we want to thank is Lutz Agency. They've hopped on as class sponsor for the 85 limited pro stocks, the 95 limited pro stocks, and they're also doing a $5,500 that they've donated for the Friday night winner. So $500 goes to each Friday night winner this year. So we have to thank Lutz Agency right there in Nashville. Mm-hmm. They're a great supporter of Brad and the track, and they continue that on with our event. So we thank them for it. And then obviously another one is the Pro Stock class is sponsored by Chaos Fabrication. So thank you to Kevin Campbell and the whole crew there at Chaos Fab. Without them, again, it's not possible to have this event. So I'm just going to kind of go through here. This is everybody that has sponsored and helped support in some sort of way. 618 Motorsports, Acela Raceware, Egg Protect One, AgriMax Wheat Company, Egg Venture, Waymire Seed, Apex Turbo, Beer Money Pulling Team, Big St. Charles Motorsports, Built Diesel Mafia, Cap Bros Motorsports, Sempico Lubricants, Chaos Fabrication, Corsa Data Acquisition, DeKalb Asgrow Seeds, Jonathan Schneider, Eli Lisk, Fair Valley Performance, Farm Credit Illinois, Gateway Seed, Esden Bartling, GMR Motorsports, Holzhauer Pro Motorsports, H&R Ager Power, HD Specialties, Heritage Iron Magazine, Holzhauer Auto Motorsports Group, Hooked Up Pulling Productions, Lutz Agency, Hurricane Specialized, Joe Bush Egg Repair, Kawasaki Parts Warehouse, Kuzak Family, Miley Machine and Fabrication, Schultz Mortgage Team, Modern Machine and Tool, Prescription Tillage Technology, Pro Polar Tires, Salombe Performance, SRMD Solutions, St. Charles Harley Davidson, Super Clean, the Track of Holzhauers, and Worley Custom Fabrication. So thank you to all of them. It's literally not possible without having them on board. So we want to send out a huge thank you to them. And we are going through and doing sponsor highlights on the Facebook page. So please, if you can, support those companies and everything that they do for us.
Amy Joe's watching tonight. She's excited.
Yeah,
excited to be working with her. Yeah.
It's been a while since she didn't go to SHIP this year.
I know. Right, I know.
Oh, we're gonna have a reunion. It's gonna be awesome.
And Amy, I'm COVID free, just to let you know. There's a story behind that.
But yeah, it's gonna be great. Again, May 19th and 20th. Make it happen if you can, please. It's everything goes to the Polars. Just remember that.
Especially since we got the sponsorship to cover all of our fixed costs. So We're still looking for more sponsors, but anything above and beyond that we bring in now, 100% is going to go to the pollers.
Yep, there's a target that we want to hit where we can guarantee a pretty decent payday for the winner. So if we hit that, we'll make it public, but we don't want to announce that until we hit it because we don't want to guarantee anything. So
Right.
All right. Well, we actually have a meeting here coming up at 8:00 for this event. So
8:00. I'm late already.
yeah,
8:00 Central.
I can do that, Lindsay. It's probably not coming out of my pocket anyways.
Read it again. She's going to sponsor her first beer.
I'll let you sponsor my. Yeah, I know. That's why I said it's not coming out of my pocket. It's grabbing out of somebody else's cooler.
Well done, Lindsay. Well done.
So, looking forward to having you, Lindsay. It's been a while since I've seen you as well.
So one of the things Brad and I talked about last night, speaking of COVID, the COVID year 2020, ITPA, we had an event there, July of 2020, and it literally, without exaggeration, and Paul Romack can attest to this, it was standing room only. We've never had a crowd that large at the track at Holzhauer's before, and we would like to have that sort of crowd for our 2023 Polars Championship. It was amazing.
Yep. Yeah, I was there. It was hotter than hell too.
Oh, it was. I can still see that pass that Colton Whitworth laid down, the light super.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I think what was like 372 or something like that. It was just like,
it was
and
a mean
everybody just stood up and roared.
Yeah, and I think there's 16 pro stocks there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Amy Jo was there. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we're gonna get going so we can meet and hopefully have all our ducks in a row for 16 days from now. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. Next week on Tuesday, I believe we're gonna do another one of these, and it's going to be light super stocks and pro stocks.
Nice.
Tune into that. It'll be probably 7 or 8 o'clock, one of those times. Not sure exactly yet. It'll depend on work for me. So,
Thank you, Brent. Appreciate all you do.
absolutely, and hopefully we can pack the stand. So hopefully everybody watching is going to be supporting in some way or another. If not,
Purchase a live stream.
purchase a live stream. If not, well, I guess we can't force everybody, but we can try. So appreciate anybody that is supporting this event, and hopefully we see you guys there.
All right. See you guys in the meeting.